this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. Alright, let's start the show. What's up, you guys? We are back with the Unusual Mavericks. I'm your host and moderator, Kwame, joined by the handsome, the bearded one, Just Dominic.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Kwame. What an introduction.
Yes, we got some news for y'all. It's been a little bit of a week, y'all. It's been
Yes,
a little
it
bit of a
has.
week. Yes.
Keeping us busy.
Yes, and if you're just tuning in, please do us a quick favor. Hit that like button. It does help the algorithm. We appreciate you. Also, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already to Pyro Media Network, and share so you can get other fellow Blerds up in here, and we can go ahead and be Mavericks together. All right? Praise God. All right. Shall we just get into all of the things? The things are thinging this week. It's been
Yeah, it's been a lot going on. This week is the week, huh?
Yeah, and I think a lot of it has to do with with just, how do I explain? I think we had so much going on with the government. We had so much going on with not just the government, but also with strikes and things of that nature. Yeah. So it's been a little bit of a crazy week. So it is what it is.
It was a crazy summer.
Yes. But let's not delay any longer. I was trying to stall because I did not set up something I was supposed to.
That's all right. Plus, we'll let people come on in.
Yes,
come on in. Invite your friends. Tell your mama and them come on in. There's a lot to talk about.
Right. And speaking of that, who is in the building? Let's say, what's going on, Michelle Holly? How you doing, Queen? Thank you for joining.
Michelle.
Little sister Michaela is in the building. Thank you so much. Dr. Holt, educated.
Dr. Holt is here.
Both of you together look like angelic beings. Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Michelle. We appreciate you.
Yes,
all right.
Do.
If you guys want to support us individually, you can do so by sending us a cash app at Kwame C86 or Dominic at Dominic L. Pruitt, and that's with 2 T's. Shout out to the pilots over there on Bullet and Flight Radio for checking us out and listening to us right here on Bullet and Flight Radio and Pyro Media Network. We appreciate y'all.
That's right.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Let's not delay. Let's just get right on into the Maverick Alert. Shall we, just Dominic?
Yes, please. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, as you may or may not know, the Writers Guild of America strike is over. We want to thank God.
Yes.
We want to thank God. It's been a crazy week. But we want to thank God for it. Dominic, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I know that, of course, the announcement came out, I believe, on Monday that there was a deal reached on Sunday night. However, the vote did not take place for all those that were voting until Wednesday. Correct. So the vote happened yesterday, and it is officially over. They have not released the details on what the package is. Allegedly, from what we know, they were asking for 20%. But what we hear is the studio made additional offers, whatever that means. So they got what they asked for and more. Somebody better ask for what they need.
Come on. That's right. He'll give you more than what you asked for.
Yes.
What's going on, Keith? Thank you for joining, King. Appreciate you. go ahead and hit that like button on your way in and share. Hit that share button. Even if you share it to your own YouTube page, it does help. Or your YouTube community group, it does help. Thank you so much. Yeah, the strike is over. This does not mean, even though that the writers' strike is over, this does not mean that the SAG-AFTRA strike is over. They are still striking. But this gives great leeway for them to get, pave a way, to have a conversation on the actors and what they, feel they deserve and compensation. And the fact that they just got through all of this with the writers, I think leads a great way to kind of getting this all handled and taken care of.
Yeah, not just writers, right? We're talking about reality stars as well who have joined this particular strike. So it means that if they don't reach a deal, then reality TV as a whole may be affected. Some people will say, well, I don't watch reality TV. I only watch my home improvement shows, or I only watch my documentaries. Guess what? It affects all of that.
Yes. So if you watch HGTV, or if you watch, like Dominic just said, documentaries, which I do, it does affect the budgets for that as well. It does affect producing those shows as well, because unless it's an independent film. But like Dominic and I talked about last week, really Dominic led the conversation on this regarding how this can overall change and be an opportunity for independent screenwriters and projects to kind of get a leg up, because we're talking about, and I don't know if we talked about this on the show or if we just talked about it in a producers meeting, but the conversations that are being had now, it's really expensive to have to remake a lot of these movies. And part of the reason why is because nobody really wants a lot of these movies remade. They're shoving a lot of money because they're betting on the name, and some are hits and miss, and some are huge flops. And so, why not get fresh talent, fresh content, fresh ideas into the way, and that way they can go ahead and we can have some dynamics and fresh content, for us to consume. Yeah. So I'm interested to see how the landscape changes in Hollywood, how this, what this is all going to look like when the paint dries. So yeah,
I agree.
All right, any other thoughts on this before we move on to the next one?
No, let's move on. No, we got a lot to talk about, so let's get to it.
So this one is crazy to me. A lot of you may not have been really paying attention to this and or not heard a lot of news on this, but this does affect, this was really interesting for us actually to kind of talk about. So Sony allegedly was hacked Tuesday and its data held for ransom. Quote, "We have successfully compromised all of the Sony systems. We won't ransom them. We will sell the data due to Sony not wanting to pay. Data is for sale." The group wrote on their leak site on Sunday. A ransomware group called RansomEd.vc claims to have hacked Sony. Here's what we know so far and the latest updates. Now, this is all alleged because they haven't confirmed yet, if I'm not mistaken.
Sony has said no comment.
Right, they have no comment on it. Sony has launched a major internal investigation after a hacking group claimed to have pulled off one of the biggest data breaches of the year at the expense of the Japanese tech giant. In 2011, Sony was hacked before with the infamous PSN hack, where personal details of 77 million accounts were compromised and prevented users of PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Portable consoles from accessing the service. Sony is a huge corporation with many divisions. Saying that they have compromised all Sony systems cannot be an exaggeration. Sony has yet to provide a comment on the situation and either deny or confirm a possible breach. Cybersecurity Connect reports that the hack allegedly unearthed screenshots of Sony's internal login page, an internal PowerPoint presentation outlining test bench details, several Java files, and a document tree of the entire leak housing 6,000 files. Quote, "Furthermore, making false announcements on victims is something ransomware gangs avoid, as it damages their reputation and profitability opportunities." So there is a strong possibility that the claims are genuine, which means they must be investigated thoroughly. So this is a little crazy.
Wow. It makes a lot of sense. Why would a ransomware company make a false allegation like this?
Yeah.
And
Now,
then all of the outlets are asking Sony for comments, and they're just saying no comment, no comment,
correct.
no comment. So it feels where there's smoke, there's fire.
There's always fire when there's smoke.
Ouch.
Now,
That's
now I
terrible.
want to go ahead and enhance the screen right here so you guys can see. This is the leak page that they were talking about from their or a screenshot of their leak page that they were talking about. So I'm going to enhance it real quick, just a portion right here. This is where they posted to Sony.com, and they want the revenue. They post their revenue and what they're worth, their corporation name, their link to their art file tree, their sample of data, like different, just to let them know that we got it, girl. We got their stuff. And they can contact them on Talks ASAP, which is an internal, it's kind of like a black market messenger. Not that I know anything about that, so but they're selling it on their and so yeah, it's really interesting just to kind of see how they're handling it. They have not said anything. They have not commented on anything. It is just bananas. So what are your thoughts on this, Dominic?
It's insane to see all of their information now for sale. Sony, obviously, $88 billion company sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
To know that Sony is in PlayStation, their movies, people forget about all their movies.
Yep.
And their stockholders are just, I mean, this is huge. They own casinos. People forget about this in Vegas. So there's so much information that has been hacked. This is terrible. It's terrible for the market. I know the stock market is going to feel this, and their stockholders are going to feel this as well. This may drive down their stock prices so much so that Disney may be able to purchase the company. I know we all know that they are terribly in debt, but this may really drive their stock prices down. So, Dr. Holt, go ahead and get your change purse up and go ahead and buy Sony.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't even know if I would want to be a part of that, especially like if you can't even control your information. I don't know about that, child. Hey, Cupcake, thanks for joining the Queen. Appreciate you.
Hey,
Just smile up in these YouTube streets.
That's right.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm
chip in and buy Sony.
Right. Let's all chip in and buy Sony, but I'm gonna keep my name out of it because I don't know what they got going on.
Yeah.
Child. Why are you laughing at that? Michaela says, "How would the window parts of that bang worth money?" Can you read?
How would the window parts of that bang worth money?
Can you rewrite that?
Oh, I see. No. What she's saying is the screenshot that you showed. How could that be worth money? What we just saw.
Oh, let me go ahead and re-enhance it. Okay, thank you for that, Dominic. Basically, if you see right over here where these links are, these are links to their sensitive information, and so other companies may try to buy those things because they want to get information from Sony. That is espionage. That's kind of like ransom. I don't want no parts of Sony. It's not worth no. Oh, that's what you were saying. Okay, I don't want no parts of Sony. It's not worth no money. Okay, got it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But to answer that, basically these links in the data is what other companies want when it comes to competition and stuff like that. Like Sephora may want information on Ulta. Ulta may want information on Sephora, like their plans and their marketing plans and things of that nature. So having
all their customers too, right?
Yeah, and their customer information, their customer base, so you can market to them, and you can kind of buy ad revenue on Facebook or Instagram to kind of target them. So that really helps. That's why people will say, I don't want my information when you're signing up for stuff. You'll see certain things like we don't sell your information to third-party sellers. That's what they mean. So yeah, a lot of things can happen, and their technology. It's not just they may have plans on different things. That's really where the big bangs is.
Their patents and copyright.
Or if there's stuff that they're working on that they don't have a patent on.
True. Because they make a lot of TVs and electronic devices, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Good luck, Chef. We'll keep an eye on this one because this is that's very interesting. Cupcake said I got $2 on it.
I know that's right, Cupcake.
Listen, it might be worth something. Yeah.
I know that's right.
All right, y'all. Let's get into some Blerd news. That was all of the breaking news we got for today. Let's get into some Blerd news, y'all. Okay. Ooh, shout.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Sorry, I had to change.
Ooh, I know you're gonna let it. I know we had to switch gears because I know you're gonna go off on this one.
Oh yes.
Get y'all popcorn, everybody.
Who should we go with first? Yeah, let's go with this one first. Let's do DC first because I gotta talk to you.
It's lighter. Yeah,
it's a little lighter. I'm gonna have a conversation with you, Marvella. Okay, you just hold on. So DC Studios. Let me actually read my notes. I'm so sorry. Where is it? Did you put it in here?
Yeah, rumors are swirling.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I was looking at the titles. Okay, here we go. Rumors are swirling already at DC Studios co-chair James Gunn's recent statements on the reboot of the DC universe. Gunn made it clear that Creature Commandos will be the official reboot of the Gunn Saffron franchise. Viola Davis, a short list of big stars, will return according to Gunn. However, names like Gal Gadot were not on the list. However, Gunn mentioned a new Wonder Woman movie in the works for 2026-2027. Fans and bloggers alike believe Gadot 38 has aged out of the role, and the studio is quietly casting her younger replacement. So, Blue Beetle has been declared a box office flop, according to what?
Yeah, according to Gunn and his statement.
The film grossed $125 million, making it the worst box office grossing film of the DCEU. Gunn stated the actor who, I mean, if y'all don't want the $25 million, I'll take it. Gunn stated the actor who played Blue Beetle will return to reprise his character in DCU. Max will soon welcome the film, where it's expected, like The Little Mermaid, to do well. But I don't. If they're talking about 2026, I don't foresee Gal Gadot being, because if they're looking,
she's 38 now. Yeah,
she looks beautiful. She's gorgeous, but the Gal Gadot and Wonder Woman and Superman always look similar in age.
Correct.
Even though Kryptonians don't age, Marvella. Yeah, I got something from Marvella. Cupcake. You just wait. But even though Kryptonians don't age or age as fast, and the Amazons on Themyscira, is there like something in the water where they're more youthful, or they age slower too, or something like that?
It's Zeus. Remember, Zeus cast a spell or whatever, his last dying piece of power, and it keeps everyone like in this suspended state. It sounds like they're separated from time. Got it. So, and James Gunn also made a comment because Gal Gadot has a huge following. Yeah. When the original movie came out, black, white, everybody in between loved the original film. Yeah. And then to see her reprise the role in the Snyder cut, people were really thrilled to see her. So to see 1984, it was kind of romantic and da-da-da-da-da. And a lot of people did not necessarily like it, but they supported it. And it still was a box office hit. Yeah. 84 was a box office hit. It's unbelievable. Yeah. So I think that they're afraid to say that, hey, she's aging out of the role. So they're talking about Nubia as well. James Gunn says, I have a deep interest in talking about her twin sister, who looks just like her. She's just black. So I think a lot of they're trying to shift the conversation where they don't get too much backlash, and they don't want to say a woman is aging. Obviously that would hurt as well. So I wonder what women think about this. Yeah, I'm interested in that as well. And I also I also want to be fair, because we have to be intellectually honest about like roles, right? We don't live forever, right? And so these are actors, and so people do age, right? Like even with when we talk about Henry Cavill, or even Henry Cavill, but when we talk, Henry Cavill still looks damn good. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about their looks; it's more about the aging of it, right? And so
I think the reason why he works so well on The Witcher is because The Witcher it's supposed to be a little older,
Right.
but Superman, and especially in the time frame that they're looking for, they're not looking for somebody in their 40s. They're looking for somebody in their late 20s and 30s.
Early 30s, like they said, late 20s, early 30s. So they could say that about a man. And remember, they were very open about saying that Henry Cavill aged out of the role of Superman.
Mm-hmm.
They recast him. People were a little bit upset, but overall, they were fine about it. Mm-hmm. They cannot say that about a woman. They can't say that about a woman. So, Nubia is a queen. So, and Diana is a princess.
Well, Michaela, we don't know yet. Michaela says, I love how they're respectable to the fact that they're trying to ease a black woman for Wonder Woman. We don't know yet because I don't trust them.
Yeah, no. I don't believe that either. That's never been her storyline. No. So if we see Nubia, we're going to go to South America. We're going to go to the Brazil. We're going to see a pantheon of new gods that she is kind of under. So she will be more of a queen than a warrior, even though she is a warrior queen.
Yes.
But the title of Wonder Woman belongs to Diana.
Mm-hmm. Michelle says, to me, Ben Affleck is way too old to be Batman. That's
correct. They recast him too, remember? Yeah.
Yeah. And if you saw the not Matt Snyder, who was the guy from Twilight? Is it Rob Pattinson's?
Yes.
Batman? Yes, Rob Pattinson's Batman. They recasted him, and so of course he's younger, he's a little skinnier, stuff like that or whatever. I still think that Batman's okay for where he is. Ben Affleck is okay for where he is, but he's got a couple more years and he's probably going to age out. If they're talking about another movie or Justice League movie, he's going to be too old.
Yeah, correct. That's why they're going to do somebody younger. Even Christian Bale is a little bit younger, I think. Mm-hmm. But anyway, they're going to, like you say, Robert Pattinson's Batman is in his late 20s, early 30s, and it's captured that whole generation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yes, it is a really good movie, and that Gen Z, we talked about this, loves that version of Batman.
Love that version. Yeah, it's crazy how much they love that version. And I don't dislike it. I think it's really, really good. It's not my favorite because I have, I saw the original Batman, and that's one of my favorites. And then the Dark Knight series is just, oh my god, it's just one of my. It's probably the Dark Knight series is probably my.
Not mine. I don't have a favorite Batman live action series just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Tim Burton was when I was young, but not now.
If Grace Jones was not her age, she would be the perfect Nubia.
Oh God, you're right.
Yes, I could see her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, younger Grace Jones. My God, yes. Good.
Well, I bet you they're gonna find a white and black girl that have the similar features, which is what they're going to watch, and then they're going to go from there. But they've been talking heavily about Nubia and then Mr. Terrific. So
right. Okay. Well, that's
interesting. They're talking about bringing more black people into DC, right?
We'll see.
No. Seriously, Gunn is talking about bringing more black people in. We don't know if it's going to happen, but he's talking about it. So what's going on with Marvel? What are they talking about concerning black people?
Let's have a conversation about Marvella, shall we? Now, as you guys know, I want to make this as a disclaimer, and for the girls that are watching it on the replay, y'all know, or if you don't know, you should know that I'm a huge Marvel fan. So when I read them, it is justified, okay? Thank you very much. So, as you guys may or may not know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a part of, Phase 1, Phase 2? Phase 1 and 2? Maybe 3? Okay,
yes.
They were in the beginning phases of it. It was a series that was helping to keep everything canon. So a movie would come out, then they would see, you would see a continuation of it within Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay, I wasn't a big fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it's not because I didn't like it. I just never had a chance to really watch it or get into it. So I got really busy with work, corporate life, everything, Pyro, all the stuff or whatever. So I never really got a chance to really sit down and watch it. Okay, but I do plan on and intend on watching it because it's been said that it's one of the best series that Marvel has put out. Okay,
actually, it is.
living here and there, okay? And this is prior to the last thing, like prior to WandaVision and all that stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
So let me just read this. Marvel Studios confirmed in their coming release of Marvel, and let me show you what this is so you guys can see it. Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1 book box set, Avengers Assembled hardcover, which is what is it? Yeah, Assembled hardcover. Hold on, where is it? I thought I uploaded it. Yes, I did. There it is, right there. Boom. You see that? That's it. Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1 Avengers Assembled box set. So usually they have books, they come out with books, encyclopedias on different mutants or different types of characters, and they do a backstory and deep dive and stuff like that or whatever. Okay? Now these books, for us nerds, okay, we utilize these books to get a deeper dive into the story. Because you can't put everything into a movie. You can't put everything into a series. You can't put everything into a live action thing. You can't put everything into an animated show. We get it. So now you have comics. You have books like these that goes into deep dive situations. Okay. So we have that. Everybody understands? Now, fans are outraged. Heroes like Luke Cage, black. Storm, black. Black Panther, black. Runaways, they have black people on there, minorities. And Cloak and Dagger, another show that have black people in it, are now being considered to not, I repeat, not be included in the softly rebooted MCU Phase 6 to 7. At the moment, Marvel Studios announced the return of Deadpool, white. Daredevil, also white. Wolverine, very Caucasian. Okay, the Fantastic Four, all Caucasian. And Jessica Jones, another Caucasian. But most of the black superheroes are left off of the list. Also, the popular series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been removed. I repeat, removed from the MCU. How do you... Let me lower myself down. Can you hear me still? Am I good?
Yes.
Okay, how do you remove a show like this? Let me explain to you what the reason, one of the reasons why Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. even was created. It was created to continue actually, hold on one second. Sidebar. I can definitely see Angelica Ross as a good Nubia. Yes. But that's here nor there. Back to Marvel, okay? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was created to continue the MCU. They were a thread for series of people when we were craving for more movies, because you can't plow out a movie every single month, right? So you have series that connects it all together. They did a phenomenal job in Phase 1, and even in half of Phase 2. We could argue with Phase 3, but here nor there, Phase 1 built everything, built this universe, okay? And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was part of the reason why we had continuity in the universe. And now you're sitting here telling me, because you guys made horrible financial decisions, and you guys made horrible decisions as far as like content, and you want to throw money into Moon Knight, and you want to throw money into this atrocious She-Hulk, okay? You want to throw money into some crap like that. Now you want to remove Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. from the MCU canon? That doesn't make... And for those who don't know what canon means, it means that it's in the same universe.
That's right.
So now everything that has happened with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is no longer a part of Phase 6 and 7. What? That doesn't make any sense. And then, so you're telling me everything that has happened.
7 seasons.
7 seasons. Mind you, I did not watch the 7 seasons, but I did watch. Yeah, She-Hulk is my favorite. Yeah, sure, Jan. She-Hulk is not my favorite. Okay, and it's not really about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's about the story. Because I watched the episodes that connected to the movies. Just like on the DC side, you have stuff like different hold on, who is that man? Who is that black man over there?
Oh goodness, he came in later on. He was one of the. He was like the top agent's right-hand man. He was a big deal.
Wow. Oh, well, okay. I'll make sure I
start. He's really good.
I'll start from that season. My God. On today.
He comes in pretty early, though. He comes in like maybe season 2 or 3. Somewhere
Okay, I'll start there.
He's
All right.
he's in for a while.
Hold on one second. Michaela says, I love how he's carrying on, but Dominic is over just there sitting casually quiet. Okay, but let me get to my point. I watched a lot of the episodes, like I picked a lot of the episodes where it connected. Like on the DC side, you have like for example, the CW with the Flash. You had crossover episodes. Well, on Marvel, you had episodes on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that were considered connectors. Okay, I don't need a mop, Dr. Holt. He's just fine. Okay, I don't know if you can't see him, but he looks fine as hell. Okay, my God. Anyway, my point is that you had connecting episodes. So of course, those were some of the most popular episodes. So you mean to tell me that you're going to wipe all of that away and completely stop and completely negate everything that has happened in Phase 1, and then you're going to take out all of the black characters? You're not going to take out Samuel L. Jackson. I'm just putting this is just a picture on there. But my point is, you're going to take out all of the black character, or you're not even going to bring a Luke Cage back. Luke Cage made you money on Netflix, girl. While Iron Fist didn't do as well as Luke Cage, but you were kind of pushed out that thing on show. What was the other show? Jessica Jones did well. Daredevil didn't do that good. Not as good as Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. Okay. And then you're gonna tell me that Black Panther is being taken out of the MCU. Are you out of your mind? That is the one Marvel franchise or one Marvel movie or two Marvel movies that has gotten you out of some dang on financial slumps. And
well, Kevin Feige said that they had to make budget cuts, because Disney.
You couldn't cut Fantastic Four or Jessica Jones or Daredevil or Wolverine. You want to cut Cloak and Dagger? Okay, fine. Cloak and Dagger didn't make as much money as and Runaway didn't make as much money. That was on Hulu. Big whoop. But you're gonna cut Storm, the upcoming Storm movie that we've been promised for decades. We will never get a proper Storm because of you.
And they said that they have no further, they don't plan to move Wakanda further into their storyline right now. So Wakanda Forever is going to be it for a while. So we won't see anything from that for a while. Not for this next phase.
Let me tell you something, Kevin Feige. I am calling for your resignation. I was holding out for you, girl. I really was, but I'm calling for your resignation because this is feeling very sarcastic. Okay, it's really very sarcastic right now.
Well, hopefully we still have Blerd. Hopefully.
We're not gonna have Blerd.
Well, it's in pre-production.
No, girl. So. Watch. I don't trust you, Feige. I don't trust you, girl.
Well, his boss, remember, is Roger Iger, Disney guy.
I don't trust her ass either.
Of course not.
Not his Trump. Let me calm down. I don't trust him either. Not his Trump loving behind. I forgot this show is going to be airing on Bullet and Flight Radio, so I'll make sure that the ASS comment is bleeped out. How dare you?
They're moving in a new direction.
That was our movie. We have waited.
Well, look, they feel like Wakanda Forever was a nice swan song to the character, and they'll reboot him some other time, like maybe during phase 8 or 9 or something like that. They'll come back around. And remember, they did introduce the son, so they said, give it another 10, 15 years, and then they'll revisit him, and then they may bring Storm into it at the same time. So we got a good decade and a half.
I'm not trying to be 90 years old waiting for Wakanda to come back into my existence. This is BS.
They killed Wolverine. We all know that. But now he has a doppelganger that we get a chance to see. So why can't I've been saying this, and no disrespect to Chadwick Boseman. He was an outstanding actor, fantastic, but we as fans deserve to see the character Black Panther, T'Challa, continue to be represented.
We deserve Black Panther. We deserve a proper Storm. Okay. Yes. Cloak and Dagger was going somewhere. Their storyline, that series on Hulu was taking a little longer than expected. But look at Naomi. Naomi took forever too on DC.
Yeah.
This is how you're going to lose Black fans, Marvel. This is how you're going to lose Black fans. Because you had us with Black Panther. Now you took it out of the canon? Are you kidding me? Black Panther, bro?
Oh. Yeah, that is, huh? I had to read it again. I was like, are they out? No, they didn't say that. They just, I guess so, huh? Well, see, they said they're doing a soft reboot. So the new talent, as you all remember, Disney fired a lot of, and Marvel fired a lot of their talent, writers and producers, which we already talked about. They went over to Warner Brothers, Disney Studios, the newly formed Disney Studios. So we're going to see some of the same names that used to be on the Marvel side, obviously, like James Gunn, who is now on the DC side. So, I mean, what do you expect these people to do? You fire me, I'm going to go work for the competitor, clearly. I got 20, 30 years in the game. Of course, that's what I'm going to do.
What is frustrating, Dominic, and what we're constantly saying as Black nerds is that we have it always feels that right when we get to the point of having the content that we want, having the space that we want as Black nerds, and we see representation for us, you just pull the rug.
But look at who Marvel hired. All their new directors and producers. Marvel literally, remember we talked about this, they fired a lot of their minority staff. Those are the first ones to get pink slips. That's always the case. So the new cheaper talent.
Right. Shout out to Titan Capri for Titan in the Morning. I was just on his live. Well, I wasn't on his live, but I was watching his live this morning, and I didn't know. We got to get him on the show because he's a Blerd. I didn't know he was a Blerd. Very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable about because he was bringing in a good sermon, and he's talking about mutants and X-Men, and I was like, what you know about Storm, girl?
Let's bring him on.
He knew what was going on, but we were just talking about that, and we were talking about how we will never, it doesn't feel like we will ever get, I don't want to say never because I don't like to speak that into existence because it is what it is, but I feel like we will never have an opportunity to see a proper Storm
because we don't have a seat at the table. We get a seat, and then it's temporary. We don't have a permanent seat at the table. Yeah. And we talked about doing Matt Baker's episode that he created a lot of the original Marvel characters. Fantastic Four, Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man. A Black man created these characters, got this much money for it.
Yeah.
And see, we don't get a seat at the table since the very conception.
Yeah. I don't know, y'all. It is very frustrating. It is very frustrating. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen after everything dries up. But we're gonna have to take a quick commercial break because we got to pay our bills. And when we come back, we're gonna go ahead and talk about someone who we think you'll like, Sanford Greene. I'm looking forward for Dominic to educate us on this. He's been producing the hell out of these shows, y'all. All right, so shout out to you, Dominic. All right, y'all, stay tuned. We're gonna be right back after this quick commercial break, and we'll see you on the other side. Step away from the chaos and noise of your daily life. Experience moments for yourself that are calm, serene, and full of peace. A necessary respite to foster growth within you, because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir.
In a world filled with diversity, where radical faith and progressive believers come together, there's a place that's breaking all boundaries and embracing believers from all walks of life. Bullet and Flight Radio, where believers unite, boundaries break, and love triumphs.
we're black, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, say again.
Oh, I said I was reading comments.
Oh, if you're just tuning in, make sure you hit that like button. Share if you haven't done so already, so people can also hear the good news that's going on here, the unusual Mavericks, and subscribe. And you can become a Maverick yourself. We appreciate all of your support, and you could be watching anything else, but you're watching us, and we appreciate you for doing so. So thank you for taking the time out. We love you. Everyone is in here. Let's see what's going on here. Hey, I had a revelation. It would be awesome if Sukiana became the character Storm. I could see it. Huh. I could see her playing a younger version of Storm, but I can't see her playing the fully mature version of Storm.
That's probably where they want her, though.
Yeah. That's interesting, Michelle. All right. Well,
casting director. That's your new job.
Right.
Michelle.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into some Maverick time, y'all. We got a lot to talk about regarding this king named Sanford Greene. Looking forward to hearing more about him. Why don't you tell us a little bit about him, Dominic? Oh, wait, before we get into it, I'm sorry. Before we get into it, you guys know we've been on this series, and for those who have not heard or watched the other series, we have covered so many great people. Helene Flowers was one of them, was our first one. Then we went into Afua Richardson. Shout out to you, Queen. And then we talked about Matt Baker. Hey, girl. We also talked about Dr. Sheena Howard, just an amazing queen that is still really doing the great work, even in pop culture when it comes to and Black culture right now. I saw her interview on The Breakfast Club, so shout out to her for all of the work that she's doing. Aletha Martinez, just everybody just doing amazingly. And then last week was one of our favorite episodes where we talked about Dwayne McDuffie. The one and only Dwayne McDuffie. And so today we're going to be talking about who is Sanford Greene. Tell us a little bit about who he is, Dominic.
I love it. I love how the list is just growing every week. First it was just one or two people. Now it's like a whole paragraph. So Sanford Greene is an accomplished comic book illustrator who worked professionally in comic book illustrations for over the past 15 years. He's worked in mainstream publishing such as Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, and Image Comics. Recently, his works include the hit Marvel series Power Man and Iron Fist. Power Man is Luke Cage, everyone, just in case you didn't know that.
Yes.
As well, he has created beautiful covers for Black Panther and Luke Cage. He's currently working on his own creation that he owns, which is cool. It's an online comic book series for a line webtoon 1000, and the anticipated Bitter Root, which is a dark fantasy action ongoing series published by Image Comics. Oh wow, that's really cool. And set, like, I didn't read this already, but still it was really and set during the Harlem Renaissance. Mr. Greene, Sanford Greene, is he's Gen X, of course. You know, he's popping Gen X.
Oh,
he's only 51 years old, born in 1972. So, you know, just
51 years old, 51 years young.
Yeah, that's right. And still doing it. So recently, over the past few years, in 2019, that's right, he won a Ringo Award for his series on Bitter Fruit. And so this is an industry award that is for comic book writers and illustrators, and really shows their achievement in the industry. Is not as highly esteemed as an Eisner award, but it is still a really good award. So speaking of the Eisner Award, Mr. Greene has become the first African-American man living to win an Eisner Award this year, 2023.
Congratulations, King.
For his series. He tied with somebody else, it don't matter. But he won for his series, his original series, Bitter Root.
Which we're showing our right now.
Yes, this is so in 2002, Oh yeah, so he was nominated and he won this year, which is and he tied with some other folks. And the award, let's see what else is going on with this man. Let's see. Oh no, oh yeah. So the category he won under is Best Continuing Series.
Yeah.
That is what he won his Eisner Award for. So he was a part of a distinguished group of individuals for sure that has won that. But this is really exciting to have an African American male in 2023 break history like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Not since Matt Baker has anybody won. And unfortunately, Matt Baker received his Eisner Award, 20, 30 years after he passed away.
After he passed, yeah. Yeah. Well, congratulations to you, Mr. Greene. Mr. Greene, thank you so much for all that you've done, and continue to do. I think this is dope. I'm gonna actually check out Bitterroot. I have. Is this DC or no? This is an independent company, right?
No, this Bitterroot is a part of Image Comics.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look them up and see if I can get some Image Comics. Image Comics. I wonder if they have like an online whatchamacallit, where you can go ahead and look at novels and graphic novels from online. Because that's how I watch or read all of my comics from Marvel, because I have Marvel U. And I think DC has it. Yeah. But I'm gonna definitely check it out. I want to get into these comments right here. It says okay, so Michelle says, I love the Dwayne McDuffie segment last week. It was one of, it's probably that the Dwayne McDuffie series or show was probably good. It's probably gonna be my favorite out of the entire series.
I agree.
That's just because Michelle also asked, Iron Fist is Asian, correct? Iron Fist, the character is actually white, but it's Asian based, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people had an issue with it, because it gave this kind of white savior complex, especially in the Netflix series. So that's that. Melvin Pebbles would have loved Sanford Greene. Huh? Why do you say that, Michelle?
Because of just how creatively black he was.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Who knows? They may have met.
Probably.
Because this guy's been in the industry for 15 years.
So, yeah. So, any other thoughts or concerns on Mr. Greene?
No, I know they said that I guess recently he signed a deal with Marvel to work on a new Black Panther series, a comic book series with Creed director Ryan.
Oh, is that still happening?
Who knows if it's comic book, so it's not movies.
Oh, it's a comic book.
It's comic books. Correct. Correct. So probably so, but his series Bitterroot really sounds good, and it sounds like they say it's during the vibrant Harlem Renaissance of 1924. So it's based upon a really fantastic family, and they're monster hunters, and it sounds, you know what it sounds like, and it's based in New York City, which I love. So that series Love Witchcraft
Lovecraft.
Yes, this book, his series Bitterroot, sounds a whole lot like that, to have such independent black people live during a time of such severe segregation and racism, and they were flourishing. Affluent people, and they were taking down bad guys. So it was a family trait, like Van Helsing or something like that. It just sounds Lovecraft country. Thank you. It does. It sounds a lot like that. So congratulations. It sounds really good, and I hope that Bitterroot turns into more than what we see.
We'll see. I don't trust Marvel right now.
I don't trust neither one of them, but there's enough rich black people we can get on, or somebody on this, to throw them some coin and produce something. Tyler Perry, all these girls with all this money, black. We need to just forget them and do our own thing.
Well, we hope you guys had a wonderful time. Do you have anything else, Dominic? I didn't want to cut you up if you did.
I said what I said.
I said what I said. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you could do us a favor on your way out, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, share and subscribe. And if you're feeling so inclined, go ahead and send us a blessing. You can send one to me at KwameC86 or to Dominic at Dominic L. Pruitt. Shout out to Dominic. Thank you so much for producing the show, Dominic. This was good. I like the little Mr. Sanford Greene. I'm really going to read this comic series because it sounds like it sounds like Lovecraft Country, and I loved Lovecraft Country.
Yeah. This week was hard to follow up from last week, so I figured, hey, we just have an Eisner winner. We have someone who broke the glass ceiling, and I went on the Eisner's website and I went back about 20 years, and you can click on everybody's name who won to see what color they are because everyone has a bio. And it's like a needle in a haystack trying to find people of color. And so to see that this black man won for a series that was uniquely his is really a big deal, because we were just talking about new and fresh IPs, right?
Yeah.
And here is one. Bitter Root is a fresh idea. It is not the same old, like, let's do a black Superman. Let's do a black. No, this is original. So I'm really proud of him. And, I'm just really proud of that.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we're going to get out of here. We love you guys. We'll see you guys next week on The Unusual Mavericks. And also stay tuned, because I know we've been talking about it, but we're finally going to release the Unusual Mavericks podcast. I'm so sorry it's been delayed. It's been a lot going on. We're going to actually be reviewing releasing a lot of new stuff in the next week or so. So stay tuned. We're finally catching up. So please give us a moment. We have a strong team, but it's a small team too. It's strong and mighty. All right, but we love you guys. Thank you so much for all that you've done and continue to do for us and continued support. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay unusual.
See you guys.
Bye.